Most people believe L was emotionless. A genius detective who only trusted logic, numbers, and probability. Someone closer to a machine than a human. But here's the unsettling part. If you watch carefully, L doesn't act like a person without emotions. He acts like a person hiding from them. Once you notice the pattern, every scene starts feeling deeply uncomfortable. From the very beginning, L never introduces himself normally, never shares memories, and never celebrates a victory. When criminals are caught, he doesn't feel relief. When danger appears, he doesn't feel fear. That isn't calmness, it's unfamiliarity. He grew up where children weren't comforted, they were evaluated. Their value depended on their usefulness, not affection. This was brain adapted. Usefulness became his identity. Achievement replaced belonging. Control replaced safety. Solving cases wasn't just his job, it was how he justified his own existence. Look at his habits. Sitting strangely, eating sweets constantly, staring at people instead of talking. A genius doesn't randomly behave like a child. A person who never had a childhood recreates it. Those behaviors stabilize him. Sugar keeps his focus, but psychologically, it mimics comfort. His posture reduces tension. His silence avoids rejection. None of it is random. It's all self-regulation. Then Light Yagami appears, and for the first time, L breaks his own pattern. During the tennis match, L smiles, confidently, curiously. He starts studying reactions instead of just answers, because he finally meets someone unpredictable. See, L was never searching only for criminals. He was searching for equals. And equality is dangerous to a lonely mind. The moment someone understands you, you stop wanting distance. So L does something completely illogical. He keeps his main suspect closer than anyone else. Handcuffing himself to Light looks tactical. But ask a simple question. Why remove physical distance from the person you suspect most? Surveillance works much better from a safe distance. Unless safety isn't what you truly want. Proximity guarantees presence. Presence reduces loneliness. And that means the case quietly stopped being just a case. Notice their conversations become longer than necessary. He repeats small tests he already knows the answers to, creates shared routines. These aren't efficient detective methods. They are structured companionship. Someone who never learned friendship imitates it through rules. And here's the paradox. The more evidence L finds against Light, the more time he spends with him. Light talks about becoming a god and controlling the world. L talks about boredom. Single difference explains everything. Light kills to rise above humanity. L investigates to feel connected to it. One wants power over people. The other just wants someone beside him. And this is where L makes his only real mistake. It's not an intellectual one, but an emotional one. He doesn't want Light to be guilty. Watch his pauses when new evidence appears. He rechecks probabilities he already understands. That's not confusion. It's hesitation. Because the truth won't just end the case. It will end the only mind that ever mirrored his own. Then comes the rain scene. L's voice softens. His movements slow down. His eye contact lingers. He stops interrogating and starts just observing. People become gentle when they accept an outcome they can no longer change. At that moment, L already knows. He isn't testing Kira anymore. Ain't he spending time with Light before certainty removes him forever? This changes his final look. There's no panic, no anger, only disappointment. Not because he lost the case, but because he solved it. Here's the uncomfortable idea. Light didn't defeat. LL stopped fighting. The moment he emotionally accepted the answer, the battle ended psychologically. After that, events only caught up physically. Rewatch their interactions and you'll see it. The sweets, the conversations, the unnecessary closeness, those were not only strategies. They were attempts to maintain a state where he wasn't alone. L expresses emotion through proximity because he never learned how to do it with words. He can analyze humanity perfectly, but he cannot participate in it naturally. Other characters shout, cry, and rage. L cannot. Not due to emptiness, but due to inexperience. The feelings exist, but they remain untranslated. So instead of saying stay, he creates situations where leaving becomes impossible. Light values victory. L values presence. And when those two priorities collide, the ending becomes inevitable. By the time of his death, nothing surprises him. The real loss already happened earlier, the moment he confirmed Light's identity internally. Death only finalized what understanding had already taken away. So the smiles throughout the story gain a different meaning. They weren't about arrogance or mockery, they were relief. Relief that, for a brief period, the world felt understandable through another person, instead of just puzzles. And that leads to the final twist most viewers miss. L was never trying only to catch Kira. He was trying to prove that someone like him could exist without being a monster. When Light failed that test, the case was solved. But the hope wasn't. So L didn't smile because he lacked emotion. He smiled because he finally felt something he didn't know how to keep in the moment he understood it. He also understood it was about to disappear. That's why his death feels so quiet. Nothing dramatic ended. Only the one connection that made the world feel less empty. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on L's true motivations? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives. See you next time.